on the floor. Yeah. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to Lyde Court, where you've been invited by Ian and Andy to join with them in the celebration of their marriage. And I'm sure it means a great deal to them both to have you all here to share in their special day. My name is Janet Abel, and it's my absolute pleasure to be here today to conduct the marriage ceremony. My colleague is Gail Nolan, and as registrar, she is here to ensure the legality of the marriage and to record for all time the events of today. Since meeting, Ian and Andy's relationship has gone from strength to strength, and promises made to one another privately are to be reaffirmed before us here today. They have called you together, their family and friends, to make their commitment clear to you and to call on your acknowledgement and support. By your presence, you celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other and support their decision to commit themselves to one another. Many years ago, the land that Lyde Court sits on actually housed a monastery. It was knocked down around the Tudor times, but the medieval moat remains, as does the pond where the monks would have done their fishing to produce food. And you can still see the old wooden beams from the monastery itself in the ceiling of the wedding suite. Weddings and unions have been taking place in some way or another for hundreds of years here at Lyde Court. These grounds, the stone walls and high ceilings are steeped with love, and how fitting that couples today can be married in such an old and traditional setting. So what can I tell you about Ian and Andy? Don't look at me like that. I've known Ian for a long time, but we're not admitting how long, because then we'd obviously have to stop lying about our ages, wouldn't we? So
we're 25.
They first met on New Year's Eve 2016, and they spent an afternoon together just chatting and drinking endless amounts of coffee. Was that at the Den?
No, for a change.
They talked about everything and anything whilst getting to know each other. Together, they enjoy eating out at local pubs and restaurants. They enjoy travelling. They share a love of their beautiful cottage, and they enjoy sitting in the garden with their neighbours, sipping a glass of wine and reminiscing over countless trips to the local garden centres. I asked them both to sum up how they felt about each other and why they are getting married. Ian said, "Andy is the